8 ранку в Україні. Ефір загальнонаціонального марафону переймає команда телеканалу «Рада». Сьогодні рівно рік незламності українського народу. You always think that it's not going to happen to you. It's not going to happen to people you love. Because I don't know why. You just think that you are lucky, that, I don't know, God loves you. Now I know how it is to be present in news while you figure out that somebody's died. I went to the funeral of my friend, and this cemetery. Now they put the flag on each grave with the soldier, and it's like, it's endless. You can't see the end of those flags.
Russia's all-out invasion of the sovereign nation of Ukraine was an unprecedented moment in global history, shaking the foundations of the international order and ushering in a new era of fear and uncertainty. As the world watched what was unfolding in shock and disbelief, I traveled into the country alongside countless other journalists to document what was already the largest conflict in Europe since World War II.
You can just see behind me, the destruction is enormous here. Massive missile strikes and combination of that, and just hot fire all the way around.
I embedded with emergency medical teams, traveling through the recently liberated cities of Bucha, Irpin, and Borodyanka, where civilians were only just coming out on the streets after weeks of Russian occupation. Ukraine's military, the territorial defense teams, and everyday civilians had beaten back a monster. But a dark history was also being revealed: war crimes, human rights violations, and possible acts of genocide. Farther east in the kinetic Donbass region, I joined aid workers and international journalists on a bold rescue mission to evacuate injured and internally displaced Ukrainians who were fleeing from Bakhmut, Mariupol, and smaller towns and villages under attack. I embedded inside a military hospital just outside Donetsk. It was there where I documented countless soldiers coming in with explosive wounds, witnessing firsthand Russia's brutality and the human cost of war. Ukrainian resistance and what would become the seeds of an all-out invasion began on the Maidan Square, the site of the 2014 revolution, where Ukrainians threw out pro-Russian President Viktor Yanukovych. Although the country had legally declared its independence from the Soviet Union in 1991, Ukrainians were still trying to break free from Russia's grip and chart a pro-democratic path toward Europe and greater integration with the West. But Ukraine was still a geopolitical flashpoint, and somehow Russia's all-out invasion was a failure of our imagination.